First create needs, then help. Scarcely 20 years were enough to make 2 billion people define themselves as underdeveloped.
Specifically, women's rights. How can we talk about women's rights in this context without the language of women's rights being appropriated in the new liberal context?
Iranian women really don't need to hear from me how to, because we really look forward to what they do in terms of writing what is specifically Iranian from Persian history into women's rights. And I've heard this in public here and there. But it seems to me the real problem with women's rights within general civil rights movements, including this one, is for the women not to forget. Not to forget that that is always in the forefront. It is not something that comes later, it is not ancillary. And then after that, the notion that the emancipation of women, or the liberation of women, which is that Eurocentric discourse, even military intervention takes it over, that I think that way of thinking has to be profoundly changed. And I don't think the Iranian women really are lacking in this perception, but I will say it anyway. I mean, what we are really thinking about is making women's strength visible and doing this together, rather than freeing them from something essentially traditional and bad. So we are really talking about women's counter-modernity, you know, rather than just kind of free them from bad Islam.
First create needs, then help. I do not intend to speak about, just speak nearby. I do not intend to speak about, just speak nearby. I do not intend to speak about, just speak nearby. I do not intend to speak about, just speak nearby. First create needs, then help.
Curiarchy. Masculinity complex.
How androcentric.
Herstory. I'm calling for a radical feminist discourse.
Intersectionality.
Did you see this ad?
There are just multiple loci of oppression.
It's not a girls' school, it's a women's college. 77 cents to the dollar.
Sita, I mean, I feel sick just thinking about it. Like, ratify it already. Every other developed nation has. Fair trade.
Is this local produce? Ideologically, I don't agree.
I do not intend to speak about, just speak nearby.